All right. Good afternoon. Good
Good
afternoon, Lubna.
afternoon. Good
How
afternoon,
are
Anton.
you?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
Good. It's been a while, and I
Exactly.
know we're good afternoon to people watching in the replay or watching the live stream now. And we're talking to a friend, Lumna, who is known as the Moroccan lady. And
Yes.
if you're still not familiar with the Moroccan lady, this is the show to watch. And this is the best Moroccan food here in Manila.
Thank
Good
you.
afternoon. Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, po. Good afternoon.
All right. Thank you. And we're here talking to thank you for Okay. So
Yes.
Lubna,
Yes.
maybe for those people who are not familiar with the Moroccan lady, can you introduce yourself and how did it all get started? This Moroccan cuisine in Manila.
Okay. I'm Lubna. I'm the one who's holding the Moroccan ladies booth that most of you know. We started the business about like almost 10 years ago, 2010, with the Mercato Central as well. uh, which the founder was Anton, and then it was RJ Ledesma and the other family I forgot. So yeah, it's been 10 years now, and it's been successful. Thankful to the Lord. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what brought you to Manila? At least for some people who are
I came to Manila year 2000, 2000, 2001, yes, end of 2000 actually. Got married with my husband there, who's a Filipino national. And yeah, we moved back to Philippines. And that was our start.
okay. And I know that you're very famous for your tagines, no? Or what do people how do people look at Moroccan food these days?
Actually, the start was a bit like intimidating for me. I mean, I didn't know how the market will respond to that. But with the amazing Filipino taste, and then they were really, really open to everything. It was like an easy deal for us, surprisingly. So yeah, nowadays really the Filipinos, they came and they come, and then they look, and then the most important thing that they start like missing the Moroccan food when the Moroccan lady is not holding her booth in the markets. And uh, kind of like uh, how you call that, is like when you crave. We were looking for the point where we are going to make the Moroccan food, the Filipino and non-Filipino people crave for the Moroccan food. It was not an easy thing though. I mean, looking at the taste, and then something it's new to bring to this to Philippines.
Mhm.
Quite challenging, yeah.
Okay. I guess for people who are not familiar, so you can check out the Moroccan Lady PH, authentic Moroccan cuisine. So you offer not only tangine,
Thank
right?
you.
You offer
Yeah.
everything, correct?
Yeah, we try to bring actually the most traditional and famous dishes that is in the kingdom, just to kind of a wholesome cuisine. I mean, not tagine, but also couscous, soups, types of salads. And then we offered it with the same name as it is used back in Morocco. Like if I say like for example like couscous Casablanca couscous, they know exactly, if they go back to Morocco and you order couscous, they know exactly what you are looking for. So I didn't try to change the names, even though sometimes it's quite challenging to pronounce some names. But then people basically did a really great job to adopt us somehow.
Yeah. Well, we'll say hi first to those people commenting. Our travel agency friends, our travel friends are missing Moroccan food. So Sean, David, and of course Don D. They're they're missing Ferdinand Dondi Ocampo. Yeah. And then of course Amor Maklang. Hi, thank you
Oh,
for watching in this live stream. You know Amor Maklang?
she's a sister in soul for me. She's my sister. She's not a client. She became as a client and then become a sister. I don't know how that connection happened, but it's a big time.
Uh, Now, so a lot of people are, starting food during this quarantine. Maybe can you share us a story? What happened with you in the quarantine? And I'm interested, how did it impact specialty cuisine like Moroccan food? Did people order it more because they miss going to Morocco, or because it's unique, or what really happened? Maybe tell
Yeah.
us the story during the lockdown.
Surprisingly, I was one of the blessed ones during the ECQ. After the markets shut down, we thought the business will be badly affected, but we didn't. I mean, with the grace of the Lord, we did really, really great. We actually widened our network through some foodie groups that was set on FB that helped us, and I shout out for all those people who created those amazing groups that help all of us home cooked home moms who loves to cook and then share their dishes. Yeah, we did absolutely well. Thank you. Thankful, really, super thankful. We didn't feel the ECQ that much. We were so busy that we couldn't even scratch the hair. So
Order. So what did people order? Was it tangine or just
mostly our chicken saffron tagine was very in demand. Kofta tagine, our couscous, our creation that we did the wrap. If you heard about it, the chicken and then the bacon wrap was really a hit. Um, Basically, all the dishes that we offered all went very smoothly. Yes. It was not like there was not a particular dish that went beyond the other, but all of them went so well.
and why do you think that is? Is it because it's unique, or they miss travel, or why is that?
uh, Missing travel, I wouldn't know honestly, because I don't know if those people really tried those dishes back there, or they wanted to discover this before they go back to, I mean, go to Morocco. But I would say, humbly, most because of its unique and it's the flavors, yes, and then because we stay authentic to what we are doing. I mean, we don't try to commercialize or twist the recipes. We cook genuinely, and then we cook from heart. Whatever our ancestors taught us, that's all what we are serving you guys.
All right, and before we continue with the food, how's it back in Marrakesh or in Morocco? How's the COVID affected South Africa or
As
North Africa? Sorry.
Yeah, as all the countries, it was badly affected. Also, I mean, at first, the first wave was kind of not that terrible, but the second one took a hit on them. Yes, they're trying to also recover, but thankfully, there was not much death as we saw in the nearby countries like Europe, like Spain or France. We are very close, and then our OFWs also are there. People were scared that that will be brought in a big way to Morocco, but thankfully, no, not really that bad.
So they had to close the souk in
All
Marrakesh.
everything was shut down. The airport also was shut down, so there was no tourism. Economically, it was also affected. Yes, if you're asking me economically, yes, it was.
Mhm.
Yes, just like any country. Yeah,
And how's your family back there?
wonderful, thankful. Yes, they're okay.
That's good.
They're still running our little business there, so yeah, I was just happy.
And going back to your food, we really miss Moroccan food also. But
Yes.
what do you think that the Filipinos should try more about the food in Morocco? Or maybe can you just give us a one-on-one for those people who are not even familiar with it? What should they try, and why is it good, I guess, than the other cuisines?
Um, uh, for me, I would suggest for all the travelers, uh, as a local, uh, you want a great food, go hit the street food. They have a yummy, good street food. You want really those tagines are best to be savored in homes, but not restaurant. No fancy restaurants. You won't have that real deal. And I would suggest, of course, the definitely the tagine, the lamb tagine, the mishui. I'm sure that you tried that, Anton. The mishui, which is the lamb, roasted lamb, is like a lechon
Yes, it's
lechon here. But then
mishui. I thought it's meshway, or how do you pronounce it?
mishui, mishui.
Mishwi. Okay.
Yes. So yeah, those things are great to try. The snail soup. I don't know if you give it a try there in Marrakesh or not, but it's something to try. The snail soup.
Soup. Do you do it here? Do you do it here?
No, I don't. It's a kind of like a hot soup. It's not gonna be really great for this kind of weather. I mean, it's really the spice there will bring so much heat inside your body. So definitely not something to bring in the Philippines.
How about the meshway? Mesh.
Meshui, meshui, yes.
That's a French name, right? That's a
And
French.
no, it's still Arabic. Yeah, still Arabic.
Still Arabic.
Meshui,
Mesh.
yes. Meshui, meshui, yes. Meshui means roasted.
Yeah,
In
roasted underground, correct?
Yes, yeah, the traditional one, yes. But for a fast process now, they just put in the oven. But traditionally, as you said, it's buried. The taste is another world, really.
Okay. Wait.
We won't be able to replicate though that here. We won't.
There are some people commenting, so we'll acknowledge them. So Kelly said, "I love the Moroccan lady, so delicious."
Thank
Alex
you, Kelly.
Diaz said, "Sarap." Marisa Marfil says
Thank you.
hi, and Bambi, of course,
Yeah,
Bambi
Chef
says hi.
Bambi, yes. Hi, Chef. Yes.
Now, Mike, there's a question. What are you cooking now? Anything in the kitchen?
Today we just actually finished. We were doing lamb tagine. We had some orders for tomorrow, and lamb tagine with caramelized prunes, apricot, and almonds. Yes.
Okay, so on the tagine, you give the what do you call that? The jar. What?
No, we couldn't. I was hoping one day to be able to do that and serve people in the tagines. So it's something that we're trying to study actually and see where if we can really do it. It's a bit heavy, conical earthen dish.
Mhm.
Where? Sorry.
This one,
So
no?
yeah, exactly. Yes, it's a bit heavy. So we'll see in the future if we will be able to. But if God's permit and in God's time, and we open our small restaurants, that definitely everything will be served for you in the tagines.
Okay. Now, my favorite actually is the tangia. So you serve tangia here in Manila?
Yeah, we just started. Yes, I just started.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
And then do you also have a spa and then cook it there? How do you
No,
cook?
no. I wish I can keep it that traditional, but we cook it in the jar still, with the different methods that can suit the environment here. I mean, yeah, and the taste it's the same, definitely. With the spice that we are using, we bring everything from Morocco. All the spices are brought here from Morocco. The techniques are the same. The only thing is the spot thing. We cannot duplicate that, unfortunately. I can't hear you.
Why is it cooked? Can you tell us why is it cooked back home in a spa? In
The spa, it is because it is cooked on the ash. It's called the daughter of the ash, Pangia or Bint Ramad. They call it
uh,
Bint Ramad, which is the daughter. Literally, if I translate the word, it's the daughter of the ash. It is cooked in the ash for an overnight, for you to have that succulent kind of a comfy texture beef or lamb. Some do it with beef, some do it with lamb. Yes.
so how do
So
you do it here? How do you cook it?
It's still, we have a jar that we cook it in a small quantities, but in the oven, and then it's slowly
Ah,
done with a little bit of water beneath, so that we can create the same atmosphere. But if we can get away with an 80% similarity, then we are a winner.
there you are. Yeah, that's my favorite actually. Wait, let's Kelly, you are saying, where are you selling now? Where can we find you?
Right now, we are still in the weekend market, which is Salcedo and Legazpi market.
Okay,
And
you're still selling. Okay, every
yeah,
weekend.
yes. But for some special dishes, I just do it from home. We accept orders and then we do it from home. Yes. People
And
usually text us or message us on the messenger, and then they come pick up, or we deliver through Grab or so. Yeah.
okay, just putting some of the comments. Kate said, "Go go, you are the real Moroccan lady."
Thank you.
Maybe so a lot of people food entrepreneurs watch this discussions, no. Maybe what's your advice for those people who are look they have like a specialty cuisine at home that they wanted to sell, but like Manila can be very faddish in a
Yes.
sense, when you
Yes.
go for fad versus marketing your own like cuisine. Any tips for people starting to do food entrepreneurship this 2020, and they have a special cuisine, not only Moroccan, maybe
Yes.
some other European cuisine or
Yes.
Asian
Yes.
cuisine. Yeah.
For, the first advice I would say, stay true to what you're doing. Don't try to cut short. Do it with love, and keep that authenticity. Anything that authentic will never die. I mean, will still triumph at the end. Always use premium ingredients, and do it with love. That's the key. I mean, anything done with love, and forget about price wise. Forget about, you will get in there in time. You will get in there definitely. We started small. I mean, Anton, you know how we started. We were with you guys. We started with 3 products on our table, if you do remember that, and
Yeah.
then we end up by 23 products right now. 3 product to 23 or 25 product on our table. So yeah, unti-unti, as we say in Tagalog, unti-unti, you will reach that level when
Okay.
people will start appreciating everything. Yes, po.
Okay. And did you have to adjust to Filipino taste? Or what's your take on that? Because a lot of people that's one of their dilemma, whether they adjust it to Filipino taste or not.
Yeah, you will be surprised. Well, at first, my first year was hard, really, really hard, especially when I used to smell the toyo. It was really that was the only hard part. But you will be surprised. That is my comfort
Why?
food.
You
My
have a lot of
comfort.
spicy and
No,
fermented.
hindi the tuyo, the dried fish.
Ah,
Tuyo.
yeah.
Did I pronounce it well?
Yes, I know. But what about it? Is the salty taste
No,
or
it's
the
the smell when it starts. For a first timer, definitely you fry the toyo. That the smell, it's so strong that. But now it is my comfort food, Anton. Believe it or not. fried
really?
rice, fried rice, and then toyo, and then kamatis, and then that's it. I'm good to go.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Love that. I love all. I mean, all Filipino food that doesn't include any pork or pork byproduct. I am a fan. I love your cuisine. The sinigang na hipon. That's also one of my fave. Yes.
Uh, so
Inapa.
so do you have to adjust the Moroccan food taste to Filipino taste or no?
Definitely, yes. Except for some dishes, Anton, that is, you have some dishes also that is Spanish influenced. So that were easy for me to relate to Morocco. Like when you say caldereta, when you say nilaga, more or less. Yeah, those things were very, very easy for me to adopt and then to love. Yeah.
Uh, um And wait, you have a lot of fans, so we have to acknowledge them.
Thank you. I'm so thankful.
This one is this French?
Yeah, très fière de toi et ce que tu accomplis. Bonne continuation, lady. He said, I'm proud of you and whatever you accomplish. Good continuation.
Alright. And then of course Korea said bravo.
Moroccan
Uh,
lady.
and Kate said proud of you. And then
Great.
how about Bastilla? Do you do Bastilla? No?
Yes, yeah, we do. That's also one of our what you call that dishes that's very in demand. We do ours with phyllo pastry, chicken instead of the pigeon. Though in
Mhm.
Morocco also they started to do it with the chicken, not anymore pigeon. So yeah,
Because no more
the same.
pigeons. No more
Pigeon,
pigeon.
no, no, yeah, that was already in the 80s, 70s, traditionally pigeon. But then 90s, everybody switched to chicken, yes. It's still a bird.
Wait, we have a follow-up comment. Maybe you can translate.
Il faut qu'il y goûte pour qu'il comprenne. Il va pas s'arrêter de manger. He said, you have to try the bustela so that you can get the taste and you understand what we are talking about here. That's what he is a Moroccan proud, talaga. Thank you. We'll definitely make sure, Anton, to try all of those. Definitely.
Definitely.
Opo.
So, are there a lot of Moroccan cuisine in Metro Manila? Are there like Moroccan restaurants? Because for the longest time, you're my only source of Moroccan tips and travel tips and food. So,
Thank you. Used to be, I used to heard that there was a kasbah, I believe, Serbian Moroccan
yes, in
cuisine
Boracay, no?
in Boracay, and then they opened something here before for a brief moment, which is in BGC, but no longer. I mean, it's been closed for a couple of years now.
Yes.
Um, well, I've heard that some restaurants are trying to they add to their menu some Moroccan said dishes, but uh, but actually I've never tried. But people who tried, they said, and traveled back then, they said it has really nothing to do with what we tried in Morocco. So that's why I said kanina na for whoever is trying to show a case his talent, stay true to what you are doing. Stay unique and stay true. I mean, that will make you who you are. I mean, and gets to your dish that it factor. That I believe that, yeah.
Okay. And I know you've been in Manila for a long time already.
20,
So, how many?
20 years.
20 years. So, aside from Tuyo, what are the other things you love about Filipino food or even Filipino culture?
Filipino culture. I love how people are really solid in their families, and I love also how what you call that relationship between parents and kids, and that so much respect that is shown. It is kind of similar to Morocco as well.
Similar,
I
no? It's
love the
similar,
help.
no?
Yes, and I love the help that even the child grow up, but he never forgets his family. I mean, something that you don't see in Europe, and it brings me. That's why I felt home, and I adjust quickly to the Philippines. I love that thing, uh, the good heart of people, and yeah.
Yeah. I think, is it correct that in Morocco, that's why you have a Riyadh, everybody lives inside for how many generation in one house?
Those were the ancient mansions or houses as you mentioned. But then right now they became more touristic than for the local to live in. They keep it as we call in French patrimoine. Yeah, they renovated them, and then they took very well care of them. So it became like more touristic,
Yeah.
mostly. Yeah.
But is the culture in Morocco the same? Still family living together or closer
Yes.
together?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I think we stay with our parent longer than the Filipino does.
Really? I thought
Yes,
we're alone this.
until you get married and you have your own home. You can see a man of 30 if he did not have a companion yet. Yeah, he's still with the parents. We're clingy people. That's why I said we have a lot of similarities.
Yeah. And it's really good. Morocco is one of our favorite places to
Thank
go.
you.
And then he gave us tips, no, from
Yeah.
going
Hope
to
you enjoyed it.
yeah, from Marrakesh to Essaouira to the Sahara
You do
to
Ouarzazate, yes.
yeah, of course.
Yes.
And I and I think that's one of the things I miss about travel. And we wanted to will relive that experience in one of our one of our streams. And um, I remember you giving us tips going into this. What's your place called? In
Me, I am from Casablanca.
you're from
Uh,
Canada.
I am from Casablanca, yes, the most hectic city in Morocco.
It's the capital, correct? We
Yes,
haven't.
the most polluted and then the most hectic.
What happened now in Casablanca? How's it back to?
They are still in like an MECQ thing. Yeah, it's still low, but they're getting in there. I mean, day by day. Yeah,
Okay, and
tourism is none. I mean, tourism so far there's none.
okay, and you're the only also other person who introduced to us argan oil. How's the argan oil industry here in Manila?
Um, well, it's still okay, though the market got flooded with that, unfortunately, with a lot of fake going on. So, and it is quite hard for the people to choose or to know which one is the real from not real. I mean, I'm sure the Souk International will relate to what I'm saying. See TJ and the Sulit family. I'm sure they agree with what I'm saying. Yeah, it flood, and then this the society every year there's something new that pops up, and people goes to they want something new every time. So you cannot really say this will stay solid for the eternal. But people who tried it and believe, definitely there is a comeback. It's a repeat client. Yeah.
Okay. Again, we'll pull up some of the comments just to acknowledge them also. Rona says,
Hi,
uh,
Rona.
and Mary Ann says, Shane says, love your cooking. Again,
Thank you.
Namrata says, awesome, gorgeous.
Thank you, chef.
And then Kate, again, another French. Maybe you
Okay.
could translate.
Ta cuisine est trop délicieuse, ma chère. J'adore la plupart de tes repas. Lady, Dieu protège tes mains et nous régale. She said, your cuisine is so delicious, my dear. I adore most of your dishes. May God protect your hands.
Uh, and Turia said, love your cooking.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
and I guess um, just to close our discussion,
Yes, sir.
I know you're one of the very positive person I met. In the food community, even when you're starting, I remember you're just
Yes.
starting with a few dishes, but you're still positive about, you say, let's do it slowly.
Yes,
You go slowly.
I love that. Yes, start
Yeah,
slow and then grow it step by step. Yes.
yeah. And maybe can you give your final thought or message to people, to food entrepreneurs who are really, struggling right now, or even thinking whether this is the right thing to do? How do you think about this pandemic? In a how in a Moroccan culture, how do you think about this pandemic and trying to get over whatever is happening outside?
Most of the people are trying right now just to float with what they are doing. I mean, honestly, the pandemic hit everyone and all the industries. So the key right now is just keep it slow, float, do it day by day. Then when this is all over, you can project for the future. Don't try to project now because it's so stressful. We don't know what tomorrow is made of. We are trying to stay positive, that's for sure. Always praying for a better tomorrow. But just take it step by step. Just take it step by step. That's all what I can say. I mean, just the same as the Moroccan lady is doing. I mean, there are days when things are laid low, but then stay thankful, stay true, keep posting, keep being energetic, positive, 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 and then pray. That's all.
All right. Now, having said that, during the quarantine, how did you distress yourself, or did you discover a new thing, or what did you do? Maybe can you share us some stories? What did you do? I know you've been cooking a lot, but
Yes.
did you
So I did
have
not stress much.
time?
I didn't have time to stress. Honestly, I told you I was, as I mentioned, Kanina, I was one of the blessed ones, and I'm so thankful for it. We never had the time to sit and stress. I mean, every day there is something to do. There is something to do. So that kept us going. Yes, of course, it's not the rhythm is not really that hectic, but just enough to keep your days moving forward. And being thankful is really the key for, I mean, even for the smallest thing, Anton, being thankful, it's really the key for everything that we are enduring right now.
Yes. Thank you. I know you dread a discussion like this, but thank you so much.
That's fine. I mean, with you it's fun. I mean, you know that I panic when it comes to these live things and media things, but you made it awesome, just like your awesome planet and awesome job and everything awesome.
Yes.
Thank you,
And
Anton.
how else can we meet if not online like this, you know?
I'll message you. Let's have a dinner here in my house one of those days.
One of those days. All
Yes.
right. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I am really truly honored na.
Yeah. And
Salamat po.
if you have anything to promote, just let us know. We'll help you guys out because
Thank
you
you.
are the best Moroccan cuisine here in
Thank
Manila.
you so much. Thank you po. Thank you. Just follow us on our Instagram page and then get in touch whenever you need the Moroccan lady. We are here to serve you at your merit with the best that we can do for you. Just give us a call. Thank you po. Thank you so much. And I'm so thankful to all people who patronized us. I mean, all over these years. I am so thankful. Thank you po.
All right. Thank you.
Salamat
Bye-bye.
po. Bye-bye.
Salamat. Bye-bye.